Hi, welcome to our show.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment. You can listen to The Mike O'Mara Show at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Well, what have we here?
It's a podcast.
Fine.
And what excitement we have today.
It's The Mike O'Mara Show with Mike O'Mara and Robb Spiewak. Now, here's Mike.
I thought it might be fun today to do a little throwback video of a video that came across my feed, and a feed that I think it was a year ago, maybe more, that I got this. And this to me is what it's all about. If you want to know what will put you in a good mood and make you feel fine, this is all I know.
Make you feel fine.
All I know about this is it's a couple of as Irish can be, from the old sod Ireland parents that appear to be sending a video to their daughter who is abroad, who is with child. And they're new to the technology, like many people in my age group, and they just lose it. And it's just as joyful an experience. The only way I find this when I'm looking for it again is when I look up "Hi Orla," because their daughter's name, I believe, is Orla. I hope, or they're pronouncing it differently. But Orla is their daughter.
Mean, even with the thickest brogue, Orla doesn't become something else, does it?
Hi Orla.
Orla.
And it's just. It's joyous. So to start the show today, enjoy the parents that can't handle the video, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, Orla. Hope you're having a wonderful time. Won't be long now till you're holding your own baby. Oh, sorry, love. We're not used to making videos. I know everything will be fine. So, everything will be fine for you, though.
Right, sorry.
The father is the problem here.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
Oh, no, sorry, love. We have the chuckles now. Anyway.
The chuckles.
Can't wait to see her. Hold her in our arms.
Well, she's already
No,
been
you
born.
and Sean will make wonderful parents.
That's not a place to laugh.
No, it isn't, which makes it more beautiful.
I'm sorry, Orla.
He's laughing at me. Sorry, sweetheart. Anyway.
Her laugh is the best in the world.
Sorry.
Anyway, hope you have a great day, sweetheart. We will see you soon.
Yeah. I'm really sorry, Orla. We're 15, 20 minutes trying to do this.
And this is our final attempt. Love you lots. Sorry for laughing so much, but it's just looking at the two of us on the camera. But we really do mean...
Sincerely.
Sincerely.
Oh, I love you.
Orla. Good
Love
to see
you.
soon. Speak to you soon.
God bless.
Lovely lots.
Bye, 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 bye.
Watch.
Oh, I love that so much.
Do we
I
think
love
that was maybe alcohol touched? Was that
No,
to me-
that's a stereotype. You
No,
bigot.
I didn't say anything about
Irish-
potatoes.
That's an Irish slur, my man.
No, I don't think it is, because I'm just trying to figure out their behavior.
Their
Oh,
behavior is they
God.
said that was like their fifth or sixth take. So they've been making each other laugh all night.
I see.
I don't know what it is. It's just the combination. It's that just
And a look into your future.
yeah. Well, it's just it's love is what
It
it
is.
is, and it's just funny. And I love that. Is there anything better than losing it when you're not supposed to lose it? I think
hardest.
it's phenomenal.
The
That
best,
really
the
is.
most. I'm sorry, Josh. Go.
Well, I was just going to say that's how Kimmel should have started yesterday.
Oh, shut up!
Just
Shut
giggles.
up, you. Let me tell you about Kimmel. Let's talk
Okay.
since you brought it up. Here's what I wrote about Kimmel today. Jimmy Kimmel hits all the right notes. I thought that Jimmy Kimmel is an emotional guy. I have gone back and watched his tribute to Don Rickles, one of my all-time favorites, more times than I can tell you. I consume almost all of my Jimmy Kimmel online. Like I mentioned yesterday, that's how I get most of my late night stuff that I have. Let me tell you that I'm not sure whether he was told to do certain things. There is an element of apology in this that if Sinclair required it, I'm not going to say that was not prearranged and carefully. It doesn't. Yeah,
but he was very careful for it to not to be an apology.
Well, you don't think it was an apology? I think it was a tremendous apology because what he did in his apology was mentioned the person that should be mentioned in this. And here's what he said, Josh, at the beginning.
I'll tell you, I do. I like Jimmy Kimmel. I don't even think he wrote his what he said last week. Some writer wrote that, and I think yesterday what we saw was him responding honestly and in speaking from the heart himself.
The only thing I noticed, Mike, and it's kind of like what you said, is I didn't get a chance to watch it because WJLA is Sinclair, so I don't get it in my local market. But I watched it this morning.
That is just such ridiculous censorship, in my opinion, to do that.
I think it did hit all the notes, and I think it was an apology, but I think it was so precisely written. I don't think if
it was written, I think he had a part in it. The apology, he apologized to those he may have hurt. One of the things I have, my political views are remarkably similar to Jimmy Kimmel's. The way he approaches compassion is very similar to the way I approach compassion. And one of the things, and Josh, you can correct me if I'm wrong, because you were somebody who was affected by this and by this murder of Charlie Kirk. I think that what I said at the time was, this is the last time we want to talk about anything other than the fact that this was a human being. I don't give a rat's ass what he said leading up to that. It didn't matter. He was someone who was, on a purely father, son, daughter, widow level, a human being murdered by a wackadoodle. And I think that Jimmy Kimmel reiterated that ultimately it was not his intent to upset or belittle the fact that a man was murdered. And I think that then I believe he is sincere when he gets emotional about that. I really do believe that, because I felt emotional about that when you talk about people hurting. The time to chastise Charlie Kirk was not that time. That's the last time you want to do it. And the people that consider themselves compassionate, who chose that time to list the quotes from Charlie Kirk, the absolute worst. You don't. That's just not when if you're complaining about people having lack of empathy and people not being inclusive, and you choose to put that up, you've lost your credibility as far as I'm concerned. When he talked about the timing of what he said, I believe there was a genuine remorse. And
may I play you a clip that I think supports what you say here? Because he does get emotional here.
Okay, let's look at Jimmy Kimmel.
Credit for it, and thanks for telling their followers that our government cannot be allowed to control what we do and do not say on television, and that we have to stand up to it. I've been hearing a lot about what I need to say and do tonight, and the truth is, I don't think what I have to say is going to make much of a difference. If you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. I have no illusions about changing anyone's mind. But I do want to make something clear because it's important to me as a human, and that is, you understand that it was never my intention to make light of the murder of a young man. I don't think there's anything funny about it. I posted a message on Instagram on the day he was killed, sending love to his family and asking for compassion, and I meant it, and I still do. Nor was it my intention to blame any specific group for the actions of what it was obviously a deeply disturbed individual. That was really the opposite of the point I was trying to make, but I understand that to some that felt either ill-timed or unclear, or maybe both. And for those who think I did point a finger, I get why you're upset. If the situation was reversed, there's a good chance I'd have felt the same.
Bam. And that, to me, is that is striking the note as far as I'm concerned.
I agree.
I agree. And I like Kimmel. He was in a tough spot yesterday because Sinclair and Nexstar wanted an apology, and apparently they kept that monologue from his staff ahead of time because the staff was fighting with him during rehearsal that if you apologize, we're walking off mid-show. So he had a really tough line. I think that's why you didn't hear him say, "I'm sorry." Instead, you just heard him say, "I understand." So
and
he
that,
go
to
kind
me,
of walk the middle line.
I think understanding and sorry is, and I didn't hear that about the staff. Is that a sourced story, or is that from Jesse Waters or something like that? I want to make sure that we know that was really
you want me to
true.
Find that story?
I'd like to know. I'd like to know because I think it's important when you hear that and who's to say if that was the case that they wouldn't have walked out after the fact. I just want to make sure that we got our facts straight.
I do understand that, he never really said, "I am sorry," but the note of that, and I'm not backing off on the fact that this was a very precisely written message to make sure that there were no missteps in either direction. However, what he said, I found it very satisfying and very real. And emotional. I think he's a genuine guy. And the fact that he didn't say he's sorry doesn't weaken that message to me. The fact that he understands is more
Here's
important.
and regardless, I don't really, Josh, it doesn't matter to me.
I pulled it up. It's on Yahoo and it's on Daily Mail. But then it's also a story here that the staff gave him a standing ovation after the show yesterday. So then that's good.
Mm-hmm. That's good to know that that happened. This is, to me, and I'm as guilty as anybody. Mm-hmm. I think we all are, because we are so effed up in this country with our teams. The hyper-competitive nature of the American psyche is so ridiculous that I think we all think about any political violence in terms of who did it. Did their team do it, or did my team do it? That's that's the first place we go. That's why the power of Charlie Kirk's widow's forgiveness, which I think in my world, not necessarily my faith, because I'm not a religious person, but in my world, in my experience with religion, the most powerful two words that I take away from every religious service I've been to are hope and forgiveness. Mm-hmm. I don't think there's anything more powerful than forgiveness, and what she did. We talked about it a bit yesterday, coming out and doing that. So to come out and it would be very, very easy to be totally defiant. And there are people that are, and the people that are don't have the empathy chip. They don't have the compassion to know. And I think that I saw somebody who appeared legitimately. That was my feeling overall. That when that shooting happened, that I felt, regardless of I didn't have strong opinions because I didn't pay a lot of attention to Charlie Kirk, but I knew of him, and I knew he used to like to go on campuses and debate, own the libs, but there are a gazillion people that like to own the libs. It's the competitive nature of debate and what we do, but. Talk about, I can't stress enough, and this will piss some of my team off. I can't stress enough how ridiculous it is to just take on a guy within 24 hours of his murder. It doesn't make you anything other than the worst type of human being that it is. And I don't care what he said.
Beyond opportunistic is what it is. It's so selfish and so wrong to
Right.
use someone else's death, his murder, to advance any sort of thing on your platform. It's wrong.
So that's the
wrong,
and what I was happy about was that he went back to criticizing the people that need to be criticized, the people in power, the people in government that are, saying, I don't like what you say, and I'm going to get the government to shut you the F up and to squeeze you out. And so when I said he hit the right tune, the word grace was used when he talked about the Charlie Kirk's widow's moment of grace. And Rob, you had mentioned that when you watched that Trump came on and then Stephen Miller.
Yeah.
I mean, get Stephen Miller away from any situation like that.
100% agree.
And it was. I just can't stress enough that that the timing. I get so frustrated with the hypocrisy on my team sometimes. Right. How can you say you're concerned about someone who is marginalized and someone who is exploited and someone who is ignored by society and their rights are violated, and then at the same time don't treat another person as a fellow human being in the time when they need to be treated like a fellow human being more than ever? Doesn't make any sense to me. However, the one thing I've always loved about Jimmy Kimmel is Jimmy Kimmel finds the funny. And he found, and to me, it was the best possible joke when he reached into his pocket. And do you have the copy of the Disney statement that he read, Rob? Which was
it was a perfect way to end
it. It was the perfect joke. It really was.
I don't have that. I did not pull that out. I'm sorry.
Okay,
and I'll tell you, even the beginning setup with flipping through the news channels, and then they're dressed as a banana.
Yes,
was also the
fantastic.
perfect setup.
That was great too.
Yeah, because it really makes the statement that we're all clowns. That's what we're doing
It definitely
when we're doing a
diffused
talk
it,
show
yeah.
like this. The thing we like to do the most, and the thing that that's been proven that our audience enjoys the most is when we do the stupid stuff. And when he reached into his pocket with a statement from Disney and says, "In order to reactivate your subscription, spectacular."
Oh,
absolutely!
It's funny you should bring
that
up,
see
Mike.
it? Did you see it, Rob?
I didn't watch through to that. No, I watched the clip that I wanted was when he broke. But it's funny you should bring that because Disney, I know you've had your history with many, many years, and the company is, I guess, best thing to say is tone deaf. They've had a very
I think
bad.
there's a war. And it's not a war of politics. It's not a war of ideologies. It's a war of greed.
Yeah.
Who's greedier, NBC or is it Disney? I mean, really, the greed is watch Sunday Night Football if you want to know about corporate greed, ladies and gentlemen.
I just wouldn't want to be around Bob Iger right now because I bet he's having a bad week. But Disney did choose this time to announce to all of their subscribers that all of their streaming platforms are raising their price by $2.
I cannot believe
it's true.
The greed triumphs all in these executive suites.
You're talking
it really, really does.
Disney Plus, Hulu, ESPN Select, and all of the bundles will go up. And I know $2 doesn't sound like much.
I'm not going back. I canceled Hulu non-politically motivated for a year ago.
How did you find Hulu to cancel it?
Yeah, exactly.
It's a horrible platform, but I mean,
and I don't watch Peacock either. I mean, I don't watch that one. I'm not.
You watch Happy's Place Live?
I have no intent. I do not require that. If you want to talk about a network, that I subscribe to Paramount Plus because that's got the content that I want.
And you love CBS.
I have always loved. I'm a loyalist.
I know
I've
you
always
are.
loved
and
CBS.
no matter how much they beat you down. But anyway, think of this. $2 doesn't sound like much. It's about 20%, little less than 20% of a price hike at a time that people are thinking about getting rid of it. This is not the way to do it, Disney.
Almost like you might think, hey, he's going to have a lot of eyes on him. Let's raise the prices down. God, those dicks.
I know.
I swear to God.
Exactly.
It's exactly like the Orioles raising the price on me after a horrible season.
Was it $2?
No, it was, but it was 3%. It was a small percent.
But they still got it. Yeah.
Right.
And by the way, you still zip it on that right?
Yes.
On that front? Yeah,
Yes.
good. Okay.
Give me a
'Cause
little
I am kind of excited about,
Yeah,
but
I think
I won't talk
It's
about it.
a good story. We will talk about it next week. I will
Okay.
share about it.
Oh, good. Okay. All right. There's
but it has to
Oreo
ripen,
stuff
Mike.
that's coming out.
Yeah,
Speaking of
I wanna-
baseball, go ahead, Josh. Yes.
Well, I've got the clip from Kimmel.
Okay. Here we go.
thank you,
This
Josh.
is the joke.
Disney has asked me to read the following statement, and
I love it.
I agreed to do it. Here we go. To reactivate your Disney Plus and Hulu open the Disney Plus app on your smart TV or TV connected device. I've been
That is great.
Here's what let me tell you what I really do love about that.
Okay.
I don't believe in my career in broadcast radio that my philosophy of playing nice with management
Yeah.
benefited me in any way. But at the moment, it always made me feel a little better. That I was not that I was showing a degree of compassion to
Decorum,
this,
too, as
to
well,
this,
yeah.
and decorum, Rob.
Yeah.
Because you were the same way.
Exactly.
To the suits. Because I always thought, this is the way I was raised. I always thought that if you didn't do that, you're being rude.
Yeah.
You're being rude to the people that sign your pay. So what Jimmy Kimmel does in that moment is a great joke, but yet he still mentioned it, which was fantastic because they've got to love that joke in the boardroom on that, right?
Comedy, when you laugh, it is at its basis level, it's a release of tension. Something,
Yes.
even a joke. If a joke builds to a punchline, and then you get the punchline, and then you release, you laugh.
Right.
There was a lot of tension going into that broadcast last night, not just on the side of the staff, but as an audience. I think there was tension because they didn't know what to expect.
Well, because they've never watched the show before.
Exactly. There's that. But he opens with the great sight gag of him dressed as a banana. And that is a nice release that, you think, okay, it's Jimmy again. And then he goes through and he does some pretty serious stuff.
Yep.
He does his monologue and he says his piece. But when he ends with a joke, again, that's a release. It's almost like saying, you know what? It's going to be okay. And it's really, and that's just smart construction of a show. And you have to applaud him for that.
I will say that what I would tell potential broadcasters, people that are going to get into media
out.
as a profession, will not only get out, but my own personal experience of playing nice with corporate, I don't think it amounted to a pile of warm spit. If you are, the bottom line is the bottom line, no matter what. That's just the way it is. And if you affect the bottom line, go ahead. Be an a-hole. You can be an a-hole because they're going to kiss your ass no matter what. If you're bringing in the numbers, that's all. Really, I hate to say that. I really hate to say that.
It's so true, and it's the ugliest thought, but it's true.
That's why Tucker got away with so much on Fox News until
Yes.
he got fired. Because
Exactly.
he brought in the money.
He's still there, Josh.
Yeah.
No, he's not. He's not.
No,
What was
Tucker's
your
not.
60-minute crew? So Tucker's been gone a while.
I watched
didn't-
Tucker on Channel 5. I watched Tucker yesterday.
Channel 5 is not Fox News.
Oh, he said Fox News?
Well, that's where Tucker.
Yes, Tucker.
I'm sorry. My mind is thinking
of the Tucker local guy.
Yeah, I'm thinking of a local news guy. That's what I think.
God. No,
Mike, I'm sorry.
Tucker,
my
Tucker
world is very
Carlson.
small.
It is the smallest of
Yeah,
worlds.
I don't
Did
care
you-
for him.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy Glenn Powell last night on Jimmy Kimmel?
I didn't watch Glenn Powell. I did not
I
watch.
shut it off. I would like to see the stats of the numbers for the monologue and then the
Right.
first guest.
If
And
you
Gl-
sent me $1,000, I would mail it back saying no watching Glenn Powell, not today. No interest at all.
I didn't. You look, the spike was the monologue.
Yes.
That's what it. If I can pivot completely in the other direction and talk to our compatriot from St. Augustine, Florida. This is petty, but as you two know, I can be very petty when I want to be.
Only when you want to be.
And I'm not doing anything than just discussing my own insecurities, which are multifold, as you know. But taking my kid to the travel practice last night, there are two divisions. let's call it the kids that are more experienced and the kids that are less experienced.
Understood.
My son falls into the category of kids that are less experienced, but they all practice together. You know, the AAA and the AA. That's the way it goes. And last night I decide that I'm going to hang over on the third base side and watch the practice my kid is in.
You're normally a first base line guy, right?
I'm normally, well, when I watch a game, if it's possible, I'm right behind.
Oh, okay. Because I thought, but then you don't have to bring a chair, or do you bring a chair?
I bring a chair. Yeah, okay. I hang out in my chair, and I don't know if you've ever experienced this, Josh, but the feeling I get sometimes is that this is a really small community. This is a clique of cliques. This is an unbreakable group of parents that have been together for 2, 3, 4 years, and no one else gets in. And I am listening to I am listening to a running dialogue that I am not a part of for an entire evening of just all this detail.
Do they make eye contact with you? Do they acknowledge you at all? Or
you ever go to a party and 2 or 3 people are speaking and you just sort of walk over and you can notice spot it. And there are 2 things that will tell you. If someone turns towards you, that means welcome to the if someone involves you in the conversation, which is the polite thing to do.
Right.
I had one moment like that with this one mom that does not that talks a lot. And the dialogue continued. There wasn't necessarily a turn towards me, nor was there any break in the conversation.
No, and that's travel baseball. You get those parents who have been at it since the kid was 8 years old or younger. And then it's the same people keeping him on that same travel team every year in their bubble.
It never changes. They're on the team.
Yep.
They're on the good team. There's no trying out or anything. I mean, it's just there. Right.
Go ahead. Every now and then you get a parent that gets kicked out of the group because the kid sucks. But that's also the only way for you to get accepted into that group. Has nothing to do with you. It's about Michael now playing better than their kids.
Okay.
And if Michael plays better than their kids, suddenly you're one of them, and they want you in their group.
Did you make any outward effort to be included? Did you try to get involved? Well, that's good too.
I'm polite and friendly.
You show decorum.
The people that I like don't speak English.
Oh, okay.
My friends don't speak English. They speak Spanish primarily. That's their first language.
Well, you could describe a sandwich to them. I know you can do that.
No, but Rob, I'm not.
You need to get those translating headphones so that you can understand.
I had a great conversation with a lady that was not totally versed in the English, but she understands me and I understand her. And I went over and had a nice conversation. And it's just because it's this wall.
It's a clique.
Yeah. It's this clique of cliques that's like worse than the worst high school. And it's like talking about this tournament and that tournament and this tournament and what the coaches did on the other day. It's shut the F up.
Are you sure that there are no sour grapes here because you're not included?
No, this is travel baseball.
But if you were to be part of that clique, would it be a better clique for you? I mean, then, ultimately you could be
I can't answer that. I've never been in a clique like that.
And I don't have the care and personality to be accepted by a clique like that because all they care about
I'm in the same category.
They are in travel ball so that their kid will play Major League Baseball. They are so focused on their kid, and that everything is about getting him into a Major League Baseball.
And what are the percentages of that?
Oh, I don't know.
Less than 0.
It's about 1%.
65%.
No. The chance of one kid that you play Little League or travel ball with in your life is not going to make it into the majors.
I was just, but I got I see Josh's point about the playing.
But I know you, and you hate to be excluded, even if it's a club you don't want to be a part of.
Well, you can go the other way. You can if you get the kids to love you, then the parents have to start to acknowledge you.
Yeah,
but
not
don't
worth
get a
it.
sign
Could go
in
be
your
the
yard.
clown.
No, not worth it. Not worth
No.
it. I'm not going to make the effort. I'm 66. I've fought
You don't want
many
to
battles.
show up with a red round nose.
I don't.
Some blue
Hello,
animals.
kids.
No, I like it when the travel team my kid's on, the tier 2. When when we're all together, then it's perfectly fine. I don't socialize a lot. I watch my kid play. And Carla's sitting next to me, and that's how we do it. I don't. But unfortunately, the practices, which now I will probably just drop him off.
Yeah.
Because it's just God. I don't know.
the fathers-
It's so neat that you have the same that you're enlightening me because you've been at
I've
this
seen it.
a lot longer, and it's very off-putting.
The
It's that
fathers
or-
at this park, Mike, do they reach out to Carla at all?
She's not there.
Okay,
Yeah.
but
I log a
but-
lot
but-
more time at the games.
understood.
Yeah.
Okay.
At the practices.
Now we could say if it's not that, how's the sunflower seeds? Do they
the
not want to be
sunflow-
around you because of the spitting of the sunflower
You know what?
seeds?
At the last night's practice, I did not even bring a bag with me, and by the way, I went on Amazon and bought the big box, so I haven't finished them quite yet. But I will be doing it at the game when he's
60
playing.
pounds? How big is a big box of sunflower seeds?
Well, I could go into the pantry and show you. Maybe
But
I'll
I mean,
bring them in.
how many bags is it? Because I'm sure it's
I didn't count. I
okay,
didn't
but
count.
it's enough that you can't count. So.
There are many. There are
Okay.
many.
You know what is nice about that parents click though?
Yeah.
Is if you are a coach on that travel team, you get treated like a god. You get
Yeah.
presents brought to you, everything to make sure that kid never gets removed from that travel team.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Pay attention to how the parents talk to the coach.
Okay.
Just watch.
Well, you
Okay.
should bring
All right.
you should bring a mug or something to the coach, Mike.
What's funny is like I find myself trying to kiss ass on the
Sure.
like what was the joke last night? Something about cupcake for the road because the kid was having a birthday party after practice,
Yes.
and the coach said that, and I think Josh, I think I looked at him and went, and try to like
You're doing it too.
overreact.
You're in too.
I do it too. Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
kiss the coach's
Because
ass.
the
I
coach,
do.
the coach controls your kid's baseball playing time. You suck up.
Yeah, it's the same thing, Mike. It's you are there's a position of authority.
All
and
right,
you're
here's what it
using
was.
decorum with them.
When
Yeah.
they divided them in two,
Yes.
there was no appreciable tryout process. They were all there
Right.
at the big practice as they
Right.
are at every practice. And then there was, it was
Oh, there
all
was.
it was all like predetermined to a degree. I
Yes.
don't know. I'm not that I'm lobbying for my
they
kid.
they had his game changer stats, and they also have knowledge of other parents. Remember, a lot of drafting,
Is there
you-
lobbying,
has to
Josh?
do with
Is there
parents.
lobbying?
of course.
Okay. All right.
And there's always a discussion of parents, especially if you're a toxic parent. If
Oh,
you're
okay.
an annoying parent.
Okay.
There's always conversation of, I don't want to deal with that parent.
I
That
had no
parent's going to
idea.
bug me for lots of playing time of their kid, and their kid's not good, so I'm not going to take him as a bench spot. Remember, there's also position spots. So it's comparing Michael not to all the kids, but to the kids that overlap in position.
It's been
Yeah,
years
okay.
since my kids have played any sports, but I just think this is what's great about it. When you can have toxic parents.
Parents
Good
No,
know
they're not
everything.
toxic. Now, let's make it clear. There's not toxicity. There's not
There is.
anything.
There's a little bit. It's
well, no,
it's
there-
an underbed of the whole system.
You're probably right. There's
Yeah.
a lot. There's too much of that discussion
How-
going on that I find really off-putting. But as
How
far
are
as
the, how are the
practices,
baseball gloves?
what's
Have you paid
that?
attention? How's the baseball equipment on the kids?
How
How many kids have their name and number sewn into their glove?
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. He's pointing
That
this
means
out.
that glove for an 11-year-old was $300
Yep.
if it's sewn
Yeah.
in like that.
What
Yeah.
And they're
percentage?
going to outgrow it pretty quick.
Josh, you've been at this a while.
This is enlightening for me.
It
I
is
get it.
for me,
and I
too.
feel completely legit now in bitching about it.
What percentage of those kids that are in travel ball and the parents are making it be their life? What percentage of the kids want to be in travel ball?
Oh no,
And-
there's no forcing it.
That's travel
Yeah.
ball is probably 90% of the kids want to be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
It is.
there's no forcing it, Rob. There really
Okay.
isn't.
You're not going to.
That's just your fantasy.
In Little League, you can get
How
away
is that
with
my
picking
fantasy?
flowers.
Because you hate sports and everything
hate
about
sports.
it. Yes, you do. Tell the truth. Come on, be honest.
I
you
look
hate
at a football
everything
game.
about it.
No.
You look at a football game, but you really think it's a big ball of nothing.
Well, I
Come
hate
on.
the way that the NFL has ruined the country, but is that overstating it?
No, you're just talking
No.
about, really, you never had that part of your life,
Well,
and you think it's
I
silly.
think, Rob, the difference is what you're talking about is rec ball.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of kids that don't want to be there.
Okay.
But for
Yeah.
travel ball, you have to
'Cause
get
I-
selected for
I
the
would
team,
think
so you won't be selected if you don't want to be there.
In the rec ball, I would think that that would be the most toxic parent of all, is the parent that makes a kid do something that they don't want to do.
Well, there's not
to have fun.
not that. There's not that. As a matter of fact, there is, and this is the bad part of me. In my mind, I think I probably knew what Josh said, that in order for him to be, not necessarily just him, I'm not
Yes,
living
for the
by
family to be accepted.
I am not living vicariously, excuse me, through my kid. I'm not.
Okay.
I am not enjoying a fantasy of him going to a major league sport. I don't do that as well.
Not even
Is
golf?
Is this his first year on this team?
Yes.
All right. So also you're on the bubble.
Yeah.
You have to prove that he can stay on the team, because if they have a better person next year, they might bump Michael off. So
Well,
they don't want to accept
kill
you
him?
until at least year 2.
Well, you remember when he was put on that all-star team
Yes.
as an addition, and then they brought the same kid back, and my
Right.
kid was just there. That's when they were all the same parents, all of
Right.
them
No,
that
it
are
makes
on
sense.
they're all the same, as
Right.
though it was predetermined what kids were going to be on the team.
Yeah.
That's
it
kind of
was.
where we were.
It
What's
was
that?
It was predetermined.
Because it's not like there are skill levels that are so astronomical.
Well, no,
that,
and most travel teams have probably 2 to 4 openings every year, and that's about it.
Well, it was my crime is not living vicariously through my kid. My crime
Your crime.
is probably hearing what Josh said about if he plays better.
Yeah.
You'll
It gains acceptance.
It's terrible.
But just
Terrible.
But
Just
is he
good
really
enough to
giving
be-
100%, Mike?
if he gets accepted,
Last
if he
night-
makes the team next season, then you'll start to be accepted.
Yeah, they have to. They have to accept you.
Well, I don't care. I just want him to do well. That's kind of where it is.
Do well or have fun.
What do you mean? What?
Well, I mean, what if he's doing well, but he's not, enjoying himself? Don't you think really
You're
at the
getting
base
back
of
to
it?
that because that's your fantasy. That's
the
what you would
basis of
hope
it-
it would be. You would hope Rob wants to think that there are parents that are browbeating their children to participate in sports when they really don't want to, and unfortunately, that's not the case. Most of the kids that are doing this enjoy playing. Is
Okay,
there
good.
a potential that maybe it's not the greatest thing? I don't think you've got every one of those kids that's bouncing off the walls when it's time for practice.
Right.
I don't think that's true, especially after they've had an overnight the night before for Rosh Hashanah because the school was closed yesterday. Sorry. That's kind of where my kid was at.
And also,
with his
don't
attitude.
think I'm ignorant of the other things that sports bring to the kids, the teamwork and stuff like that, discipline. I agree with that. I just want to make sure that they're doing it for fun. That's all. It's a game at the base of it.
Well, I think that it is, but there's just an awful lot of moving parts, Josh, that I don't believe necessarily are all that big a deal. That's just the way I look at it. I kind of look at it as go out, play well, what size the bat and the glove and the thing and the, get them a nice glove, get them a nice bat. But
Embroider the glove, carve the bat, Wonder Boy.
Matching backpacks.
Put
Exactly.
the name on the back of sorry, haven't been there. I take a Sharpie and write on the inside so he doesn't lose it. That's where
How's he
I
gonna
thought
lose it?
everybody's how's he gonna. That's kind of where I was, but it is where it is.
My father
with that.
used to write my name on my tap shoes, so I wouldn't lose them at practice.
That's at dance practice.
That stands for recitals too.
You killed it in recitals.
Thank you
did.
very
I
much.
like recitals too. I like the way that works with it. So, and by the way, do not for 1 second think that these hang-ups are have anything to do with my kid. It's all me.
Okay, good.
It's all this
And
insecure man.
recognizing it, Mike, is the first step to being cured.
Well, and it's nice to be validated for my my insecure feelings
Yes.
with that.
Dr.
And,
Sroka.
He's been there and he's seen this, and it's like I think you kind of see the ridiculousness of it sometimes too.
Yeah, I'm glad to be out of it.
Yeah. So anyway, let's move on.
But he's playing now, Mike. He's playing in a league.
Yes,
I'm the
that's
kid.
right. Yeah,
Do you
that's right.
think you could get your dad to come to a practice?
My goal is to get my dad to play.
Oh,
Okay.
hey, see, that's
There you go, yeah.
to have a young dad. Dad, he wouldn't have. No, okay, he wouldn't have even when he was healthy. But he's dead now. We've got news coming up, but first, I want to tell you that there is nothing better than toasting your new memories naked.
What?
Trust me. Hey, get your mind out of the gutter. I'm talking about Naked Wines, the sponsor of today's showgram. Naked Wines is a wine club that directly connects you to the best independent winemakers so you can get world-class wine delivered straight to your door. Use our code TMOS with the code and password at nakedwines.com and get $100 off your first order. That's 6 bottles for just $39.99. How do they do it? The Naked people cut out the middlemen, so winemakers can pass those savings on to you without skimping on quality. And I am telling you, the quality is fabulous. Plain and simple, the wine from Naked Wines is amazing. You've seen me drink it on the show.
Yes, you have.
I like drinking it.
It was a red wine that you had on the show, I believe.
It was yummy. And I opened a bottle last Sunday. Just the absolute best, and every bottle is better than the last. Now is the time to join the Naked Wines community. Head to nakedwines.com/TMOS, click enter voucher, and put in my code TMOS for both the code and password. That's the way it should be said.
Yes.
To get $100 off your first order. That's 6 bottles for only $39.99 with shipping included. $100 off your first 6 bottles at nakedwines.com/TMOS and use the code and password for 6 bottles of wine for $39.99, people. Yeah, Rob, don't you feel actually that really the whole sports thing is kind of, your idea is that it's a lot of heavy-handed parents that are out there kind of push.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily that. It's just that it's a large part of their world and identity.
Okay,
that's how
understood.
would that be fair? Would that be a fair assessment
100%,
of
yes.
it? That's kind of the
And
way.
to Nodak in the chat, as far as the joke about the traveling theater team, I was on the traveling theater team, and we were the best in the county. So get bent.
Was that really true? That
Yes.
you were the best in the county?
Yeah, when they did a presentation.
Everyone considered him the actor of the county.
No, it was an improv team, but when they were doing a presentation for the entire county of what, some of the activities, they brought us in to show folks what it was about. And we consistently gold medaled. So, there was, I enjoyed it. My mom didn't
Never had anything like that in my, was this high school you're talking about?
No, just my adults club.
I just was
No,
wondering.
it was high school.
We just had nothing like that. So I was kind
Remember,
of
Mike,
interested,
I lettered in theater.
You did. That's not really. If
Hold on, what do you mean not really? I got the letter and everything.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a letter. A letter is kind of a sports accomplishment.
They were theater sports.
Thank you. Okay, let's move on, shall we? If you and the rest of the world saw a couple having an affair on Coldplay's Jumbotron,
Oh no, still with these guys?
Can we just throw that story out?
shame on you. According to a source, ex-astronomer CEO, that's what they call him. He even got his own little title. Ex-astronomer CEO Andy Byron and Kristen Cabot were just friends. Quote, Kristen and Andy had an excellent working relationship. I guess so. A great friendship. There was no affair. It was inappropriate to be hugging your boss at a concert, and she accepts full responsibility for it. I thought he was hugging
He was
her.
hugging her. He was behind.
Yeah.
But the scandal, the downfall, the loss of the job, all of that is unfair. I don't know who's, according to a source.
I understand that
this is
he-
damage control.
No,
he
this
made
is-
the lady join a baseball team. made her do it.
And it's not damage control. It's keeping their name in the news even longer.
Exactly. Yeah. Does anyone care? Does anybody care?
Sorry, I put it in there. Now I feel guilty for doing
you're
that.
fine.
I'm sorry. I put it in there, and then sometimes I put the stories in, and I realize there is no real source.
Right.
Out yourself. Come out and tell us who you are, ass. If you want some old school dating advice, it doesn't get much older than this. I found this. This will fascinate you.
It will fascinate you.
Someone looked back at dating advice from a poet in ancient Rome named Ovid. And
Ovid-19?
Ovid, 2,000 years ago. Some of it still rings true today. Here are the dating tips from 2,000 years ago that still apply. Number one, you have to make an effort. We can all agree on that.
Yeah.
Ovid told men they shouldn't expect their soulmate to just magically appear. You have to put yourself out there. I don't think Ovid said it that way.
No.
That you have to put yourself out. His quote is, "She will not come floating down to you through the tenuous air. She must be sought." That's how he put it. Well, it's the same way to put yourself out. You got to make the effort.
Yeah, go to a bar.
Yeah, I think being not a classically handsome individual, I have always believed that there are good-looking people that put very little effort out there because they think their looks alone will have people gravitate them, and they're probably true. Who are you pointing at?
Josh.
What?
He doesn't put a lot of effort into it, and yet he looks like Denzel Washington. So
I don't know what you're talking about, but he says you probably number two, you probably won't find them at a bar. Yes, he made reference to alcohol. Wow. He said you won't choose the right person if you're drunk. So even 2,000 years ago, they had the wine and the mead or whatever the hell they were drinking,
goggles, yeah.
and you wouldn't do that.
Mead
all the
goggles.
Girls, Mickey Gilley, all look prettier at closing time. Fantastic. Number three, don't look like a slob. Here is the quote from Ovid.
Yeah,
Ovid.
Iron your toga, Mike.
Ovid said, "Do not let your nails project, and let them be free of dirt, nor let any hair be in the hollow of your nostrils. And let not the breath of your mouth be sour and unpleasing." In other words, brush your teeth, cut your nails, and pluck those nose hairs. Plucking nose hairs, Carla! I cannot believe it after all these years. There
Mike,
it is.
you telling Carla to pluck her nose hairs, or you're saying yourself?
I'm telling you, if I am at the point now, after my last experience, where, first of all, she gives the great facial treatments to everybody that comes to her store, but for me, I believe there is a lack of attention to pain control.
Well, have you waxed those?
Yeah, you do.
Last week.
You have to wax them.
Yeah, I've done it. It's no great. It's no great thing. It hurts.
It hurts.
But if you want a Roman woman, you got to do it.
If you want a Roman woman,
and you didn't read the fourth
today.
tip is to always hold the girl's hair back when she's at the vomitorium.
The
Always.
vomitorium. They really had that in those days.
Feather down the neck.
Vomitorium. Yeah, wouldn't that be wonderful? Fox announced yesterday that a new version, we've all been waiting for this, a new version of Baywatch will premiere during the 2026-2027 season.
Fantastic.
They are promising to, quote, bring the California dream to a whole new generation of fans with fresh stories, rising stars, and all the spectacle that make the Baywatch franchise a global sensation.
Ever watch an entire episode of Baywatch?
I don't know if I ever did in my entire life.
I haven't.
I don't think so. I certainly watched the slow motion videos.
Yeah,
Are they bringing Hasselhoff back?
It doesn't say here. The show will feature, quote, all the adrenaline-fueled rescues, tangled relationships, complicated chemistry, and beachside heroics that defined the original, now with an entirely new cast.
The first script was written by Ovid.
Ovid, 2,000 years ago.
Exactly. It's great.
Do not let Hasselhoff, do not let your breath turn sour. nor
too
your
late.
nails project.
This is a mess.
Boy, all the way back. Hard to believe the original Baywatch premiered on NBC in 1989 and ran one season there. Then it moved to syndication for 10 more seasons. Hasselhoff also starred in 2-season spin-offs called Baywatch Nights from it's a 2-season spinoff. It was only one spinoff that lasted 2 seasons. Baywatch Nights from 95 to 97, and then he got famous by drunkenly eating a burger on the floor.
Mike, the thing about Baywatch Nights, it was like Baywatch, but it was in the evening.
Yeah, but it didn't work.
It didn't. Well, it worked for 2 seasons. That's all.
It's harder to see the wiggle and the jiggle when you're shooting those ladies on the beach at night.
They probably use one of those cheap filters when you watch. Have you ever watched a TV show when it's supposed to be at night?
And it's obviously daytime?
Well, they're casting shadows, but they still make the screen darker.
And they still do it, I think. To a degree, they still do it, and it's not fair. They cheated us.
They save a lot of cash.
That's terrible. Here he is again. Roll in the news. Jelly Roll again. Post Malone and Jelly Roll just completed the final stop of their big-ass Stadium World Tour in London. And in true Jelly Roll style, he had a great speech saved up for Posty. Jelly paused the show and poured his heart out. He thanked Posty for opening doors no one else ever had, from playing stadiums in the U.S. to his first ever shows in Europe. Here's what he said. 2 days in a row I've gotten to do this.
I love this.
You're an awesome spirit. You're a sweet soul. You're a family man. Everyone who works for you loves you. We love you. I love you. Thank you for bringing me on this effing tour. Sincerely. That doesn't happen in musician circles. I love that. And I love the fact that they come across as nice guys. And when I hear that quote about Post Malone, I believe it because he seems to be a great guy in everything he does.
Would you like to see the video?
Oh, I'd love to see the video.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Share that with us. That's very cool, Jelly.
Next summer, I'll do it every summer with you all. Thank you for the opportunity. You're an awesome spirit. You're a sweet soul. You're a family man. I see a mother, a father, a daughter, somebody in your family every night backstage. You're a great human. Everybody who works for you loves you, Post. There is a backstage crew of people who love you. We love you, Post. I love you. Thank you for bringing me on this fucking tour, man.
Oh, how about that?
And I know if I text you this, you wouldn't text me back. So I'm telling you this in front of everybody because you don't accept compliments well. You don't accept compliments well. No, I love you, Post. And you changed my life. And you changed 40,000 people's lives.
What a sweet moment.
That is really great.
80,000 tickets. Your music saves people, Post. We love you, Posty. We love you, Posty. We love you. We love you. We love you.
That's so cool. It was better than the news story, Josh. That's awesome.
It was just like Mike talking to Robb yesterday in the pre-show meeting.
Exactly. I too no good at taking compliments.
Wow. That is
It was right after, Mike. It was right after that Post Malone told Jelly Roll he need to remove anything projecting from his nostril cavities.
You know, when you think you've got your balls busted by the best, someone new comes along and does it better.
I like that he is doing that to Malone's face.
Yeah.
I'm not going to call him Posty.
Posty.
Right to his face.
That's great. That's wonderful. I love that. Yes,
Another reason to like him. I mean, he's just a likable guy.
Something to aspire to, perhaps. Remember when you didn't have to worry about anything on a cruise? We got our big cruise coming up in December. We're already, I think all three of us would probably share the emotion of being very excited for it. That
Can't wait. Are you kidding?
Yeah,
I'm
never
already
done it
preparing
before.
my thank you speech.
Thank you for sharing that. Oh, you're killing me. Anyway, everybody, in the old days, you just heard cruises were fun. They were wonderful. And you didn't have to worry about anything except maybe a rampaging virus.
It happens.
With nowhere to hide. The New York Post is exposing a disturbing trend where female cruise passengers are stashing their room keys and pass cards in their bras. One
Oh.
passenger who has been witnessing this says, twice I've seen ladies reaching into their blouses to locate their passes in their bras. This is frankly disgusting for the crew members and for everyone who touches them afterwards. Please just buy a lanyard. And is it me? Am I going to get in trouble by saying, isn't it always a certain type of lady that shoves the stuff down there?
It used to be worse when Cash was around.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my God!
Sweaty.
I used to get cash out of shoes when I checked groceries in Richmond.
Yep.
And I mean, Mike, it literally smelled. The cash
gross.
would smell. Now the good thing about our cruise is it's braless, so we don't have to worry about that.
Jolene.
Stop it!
Jolene. In the comments, people say they've seen the same thing, but some are laughing it off, saying there are bigger concerns than boob sweat. Others are taking this opportunity to call for another solution, like using a digital wallet or wristband. This isn't the only cruise concern. There is also a video going viral showing a woman getting stuck inside a water slide on board a cruise. Now, when I first saw this, I said, well, this is obviously a woman who is of larger carriage.
It would almost need to be, yeah.
Well, you would think, but the video would contradict this because it seems like she is simply incapable of working her way through the tube. We have a video.
All you have to do, Mike, is
agree
agree to gravity. I mean, it's not tricky.
Well, take a peek at this.
All
It
right.
seems a little, I don't understand this. There she is.
And you can see some gravity is what failed.
Yeah, you're right.
Or the water friction or something.
Yeah, she's stuck. It's not because she's large.
I think it has to do with friction.
Yeah, like no water running through the tube.
Exactly, yeah.
Right.
And
That's my biggest fear about those water slides, the closed-in ones.
But can you imagine, though, you're on the closed-in one and you're looking down and you are literally above the sea when this is happening? I would be freaked out. That is nasty.
Above
nasty, Lloyd.
the sea.
She got stuck like a clogged pipe, but it wasn't clogged. The TMOS Love Boat Cruise happens the weekend of December 5th. Just thought I'd throw that in there, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. We have more show coming, but first I want to tell you
the clogged slide discount.
the clog slide. Looking forward to it, you know. I can't get my hands on Doug Carlson's heels.
No, Doug. Stretch, Doug.
Hey, everybody, don't be fooled by the last breaths of summer. The holidays are coming. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you? Just imagine walking into every holiday party feeling in control, looking great, and already down. Lots of poundage. Sounds nice, no?
Yes.
Really? No? Yes.
No.
No. Yes, no. Well, listen to what I have to say. Right now, Derm Glow Skin has GLP-1/GIP on sale from now through October 3rd. Last night was shot night for me.
That's a great night, isn't it?
It will call me like Steve Martin in Little Shop of Horrors, but I kind of like that experience, giving myself the belly shot. I really do.
Belly shot.
Belly shot. This is your chance to feel confident before the holidays hit. And don't forget, Derm Glow Skin ships skincare fast nationwide. And we've got peptides for energy, skin tightening, focus, and more. Visit dermglowskin.com today because feeling good and glowing is the best gift you can give yourself this season. Halloween right around the corner, and we want you to look great in your sexy Little League dad with sunflower seeds costume.
Chair is optional.
Be doing it this weekend. Hey, who wants to go to Sarasota again this weekend?
Hey, it's you.
This guy.
That guy who has two thumbs and is taking a car ride.
Who's
This
getting up
guy.
at 5:30, driving up for an 8 a.m. game, then driving back.
At least we know where you'll be for lunch.
Yes, sir. Yeah, she's not going to be there. Amen. Are you ready to change your body and your mindset?
Yes, do
Let's go to dermglowskin.com. I will see you there. Got a new pick to click. I will tell you about that a little bit later on.
Okay.
But Rob's got the mailbag for us right now, so lay that on us,
Okay.
Rob. I know we got some correspondence.
Yeah, two little letters here. Oh, I have a theme for the mailbag. Let me grab it. I'm sorry. I didn't
letters.
expect...
We've got letters.
No, it's different than that. It is, remember, it's this band. That's La Plata High School marching band, Mike. Actually, a small portion. I think it's the jazz portion of it.
The traveling band.
Yeah. Yes.
Is this on It's Academic?
Yes.
Very good. Very nice.
It's post-Mac, though. It's not the golden years. It's Hillary Howard.
That's right. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, okay, very good. Our mailbag. First one comes from Gary Pitzer. It says, hello, gents. 31-year listener here, counting archived material. I'm so glad I found you. It's good to see the bond, chemistry, and friendship continue to such an enjoyable degree. Keep talking. I will keep listening. By then, Gary. I just thought that was very nice. And when you think
my
of
mind
someone
works in weird ways. You know,
Why?
Well, when you read that, I think I need a super chat.
You do?
What's wrong with me? What is wrong with me? I'm not like.
Well, there was cash in the envelope.
If we get a super chat before the end of the show, a big one, over $20, I will make up a song about the person that sends it on the spot, ad-libbed.
Does it ever really wrap your head? Does it blow your mind that people can say that I've listened to you for 31 years? That's crazy.
No, because everything's 31 years old when you're my age. Everything is.
Right.
It really. I'm more comfortable when I'm sitting at a table at Happy Valley and some guy looks across and goes, "Oh, you guys are babies." That's yeah. I mean, that's what makes me feel good. I don't dwell on how long I've been around. I really do. I mention it a lot, but it doesn't bug me in the least. Really.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm okay with my age. It's just when someone says I've listened to you for that long, it's crazy.
That bugs me.
Mortician's wax. Yeah. You know.
That bugs me.
We'll get you some makeup.
I don't know if I need makeup, but I mean, I just don't like that it happens in general. That I brush up against something and I don't.
You know what else you could do?
What's that?
Gloves.
Yeah.
You could be a glove guy.
Yeah, be a glove guy.
Did they drop off the funny pills in St. Augustine today? Because he's making me laugh today.
This is all his Bible study material he's using on you. He's testing it out. Our second letter is a little more lengthy, and I think one we can all relate to. I sound like Casey Kasem there. I didn't mean to.
And one we can all relate to. He was a little dog named Snuggles.
Hey, guys, longtime listener, first-time caller or writer. Now that I think about it, that's a really long time. My kids are...
Dr. Rolando has the magic wando. Dr. Rolando, quando. I love Dr. Rolando and I love his way. I love Dr. Rolando because he chose to pay Dr. Rolando the super chat number 10. I'm grateful to Dr. Rolando. I'll see you. My name's Nando. That was it. Yeah, on the spot.
I don't think Dr. Rolando is a medical doctor, so ladies, be careful.
That will apply to every person today. All right. Every person, you get your song on the spot till the end of the show. Well, thank God we've not got that much time left.
Mike, as she said, first-time writer.
Yes.
And now that I think about it, that's a long time. My kids are the age that I was when I first heard you on the airwaves. It's nice to listen in again after all these years, so thank you for that. Smiley thumbs up.
You're welcome.
Anyway, hopefully you'll get a chuckle out of my email because it's something that was inspired by your show.
Okay.
It's in the spirit of your show. Spirit, ha, ha, ha. So here's a story. I share your strong dislike of extravagant outdoor Halloween decorations. In fact, it's been a relief to hear you mention it sometimes. I feel seen. Yesterday, my neighbor put up his usual decor, just some cheapy floating ghosts, no giant inflatables or anything, and I think, okay, that's cute. I wasn't aggravated until 2 a.m. when we were woken up by one of those Halloween decorations blaring, ha, 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 happy Halloween, every 5 seconds all night long. It took me a few minutes to really figure out what it was. After feeling a bit insane about it, I finally did manage to get some sleep. When I woke up at 7 a.m., it was still going on.
Oh my God! Yeah, because a lot of them have
with the baseball bat.
Yeah, it stopped at 7:15. Hopefully, it ran out of batteries. One can only hope. By the way, I live in Ohio. Is this a thing where you are too? People around here buy. Oh, and I have a visual aid here. People around here buy these 20-foot tall skeletons, and I hate them. When Halloween's over, they don't seem in a hurry to take them down. Maybe it's too cold or maybe they're too exhausted from another bad football season. So they just slap a Santa hat on it and color it with lights and call it a Christmas skeleton.
Why not, right? Get your money's worth out of that
paid
sucker.
so much
I like
for that thing.
Yeah. And so far, no Thanksgiving skeletons. And speaking of Ohio, thank you for the visual aid. Appreciate it. Speaking of Ohio, lately I've seen several people driving around with small skeletons strapped to their car.
Yeah, I've seen
Like,
one
what
of
are we
those.
doing
Yeah,
here?
I've seen that too.
I've
Yeah.
seen one of those. You know what? We live in very tense times now. If people want to have a little fun, I'm all for it. You shouldn't hate on that. You used to love Halloween. You used to sit out in your yard and hand out beer to people, and now you're bitter because Halloween has passed you by.
It has, Mike. As a matter of fact, last night we were coming home, Carrie and Robert and I, and we just got new neighbors 3 days ago. I've not met them yet. And so they're moving in, but in the busyness of the move in, they still had time to put out Halloween lights and a tall sign that just says pumpkin. And Robert said, uh-oh. I said, what? He says, Halloween decorations next door.
Yes.
So watch out for pumpkin.
You know, thinking ahead, I remember when I was spending money like water, and I actually had somebody come out
A pro.
and do it, and it was insanely overpriced.
Mm-hmm.
I am wondering, because I have the greatest old palm tree
It's
in
a
front of
beautiful
my
tree.
house.
It is.
And it's one of the, if not the biggest, I think it's the biggest on the street. I should maintain it better, but that costs money too. And I think the natural frond foliage is fine. I think I'm cool with that. I wonder how much it would cost to rent one of those cherry pickers that you go.
Oh, so you could do it yourself.
So I could wrap it up myself, because I wouldn't need any other decoration other than having that particular tree wrapped.
Well,
I would be very happy.
Do you have an extension ladder?
It's not big enough.
Oh,
That's how tall that tree is. It's not big enough. Yeah. Well, no, I don't have. Do I have an extension ladder? I don't think I have one. I don't have. The answer is I don't, but I wouldn't want to do it with an extension ladder.
Could you do a thing where you are on the bottom and then it's Carla on your shoulders and then Michael on her shoulders and you have a big overcoat?
No,
so
we
you
will
look
not
like a
do.
tall guy.
We will not do a Three Stooges thing. It's not
And
going to
make
happen.
sure that Michael uses a low voice when he talks.
But they drop them off, right? They drop like the cherry picker type thing.
Yeah.
They would drop off.
they would have to,
right?
yeah.
I might look into that. I might just do that. Carla's probably already getting nervous about me doing that. Hello.
Well, and I'll tell you, palm trees, you got to be careful with the lights, because you can make it look very not
Penis-y.
safe for work.
Yeah.
You can. That's right. Yeah. Okay, that might be even more fun.
He's not
Hello,
celebrating Christmas.
Howdy, Miss Happy Christmas, Mrs. Withers.
Then Mike, finally. And speaking of Ohio, she closes with, lately I've seen several people driving. Okay, we did the part about the skeletons. I'm not sure at this point what makes me worry about humanity more, the skeleton decorations or this. Our home improvement the other day is selling a 4-seater golf cart. Here's a picture of it. That is a Cleveland Browns golf cart for $12,000. However, after the last Browns game, they marked it down to $9,000.
$1,000,
Yeah.
right off the top, ladies and
Okay,
gentlemen.
I know I went a bit off track at the end there. The main thing I'm pissed about is right now the happy Halloween going on outside my window. It's going to be a long fall. God help us all. Carla from Cleveland, Ohio. That is our mailbag today, Mike.
Thank you, Rob Spiewak. I appreciate that. Coming up, I'll give you a great TV reco. And I don't know if we've mentioned it yet because, I talk about being older. One of the things when you get older, you tend to forget a little bit.
Sure.
That's just the way it is, but I'll find out soon. Autumn time, fun time, great time, skeleton time.
Oh, scary time.
And it can be bug time. Eek. Ew. Bugs. If you've got bugs, you need Pesty. Pesty is do-it-yourself pest control. Their kit makes it so easy, it only takes a few minutes to apply. Other pest control companies charge over $800 per year. But with Pesty, you can get started at just $35 per treatment with a customized plan based on your location, based on your bugs, and based on your climate. The kit includes a reusable electronic sprayer, a mixing bag, pesticide, gloves, and instructions. Follow these instructions and you can complete your application around your house in less than 10 minutes. Pesty gets rid of over 100 types of bugs. Plus, Pesty is kid and pet friendly. The pesticides they ship have been used in hospitals and schools all over the country. Best of all, Pesty offers a 100% bug-free guarantee or your money back. Seriously, no questions asked. Now is the time to protect your home from bugs with Pesty. Go to pesty.com/TMOS for an extra 10% off your order. That's PESTIE.com/TMOS for an extra 10% off. Have we mentioned on this show the brand new Jason Bateman project on Netflix?
Briefly yesterday.
That you wanted to check it out.
Yeah.
I will tell you
Have we mentioned that if anyone throws in a super chat today, Mike will sing a song about you?
About them, specifically about them. Thanks for mentioning that again. Rolando was the only one so far. $50 super chat from Rolando. And by the way, if you up it to $50 or over, I'll make it a little dirty.
Oh, look at you.
I won't say I'll make it dirty, but I will make it sexual.
Saucy.
There you go. If we can get that before the end of the show.
Look at Mike. He's saucy.
So a couple of people in my world have recommended this show on Netflix. It's called Black Rabbit. And here's what I like about Jason Bateman. Jason Bateman he's always Jason Bateman. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
He can't help but be his slicky boy, kind of cool Modee self.
Very snarky, yeah.
But he tries to get out of the box. And I think he does a pretty good job in this new show called Black Rabbit. And Jude Law doing his level best to give us a credible American accent.
Is he pulling it off?
He's you'd have to make your own determination. But the show itself, it's been a while. And I love the limited series. I love the 7 episodes. It rocks. And watched the first episode last night after watching the trailer. Mrs. O'Mara immediately categorized it as guy content. No, it's for everybody, in my humble opinion. But, she bailed and I stayed with it, and it looks kind of cool to me. I watched
the first 2 minutes of it, and I know I can sell carry on it because two of her favorite guys in Hollywood, sexually speaking, are Jason Bateman and Jude Law. So she should be all over this.
Well, it is. Look, it just looks like a lot of time was spent. We're getting into that fall area where they still in the fall provide us with some new content, and I thought it's pretty good. But it's
I enjoyed the sale of the coin scene.
Oh, so you watched the first
about
episode?
5 or 6 minutes of it. Yeah, I watched
you
a little
didn't
bit.
You didn't stay with it?
Well, when I saw it, I wanted to watch it as a family because if I have something to counter,
I do that too.
If I come up and Carrie's watching 90 Day Fiancé the next decade or whatever, I want to have something new and in color that I can counter that with, that she'll watch. So then we have it. So I'm saving it for now.
It's just him, going completely in the opposite direction of the guy that he played, in Ozark. And I think that, but it's the similar,
Arrested Development.
And well, that goes way back to, when was Arrested Development on the air?
Oh,
I mean, how long ago was that?
15 years ago, 20 years ago, but still a great show. Doesn't make it not good.
It's pretty good. And so I look forward to lingering with it. And if you are starved for some really, really good stuff, I think that's something you want to check out. And one final note, sports note for you Big Blue fans out there.
Yes.
They pulled the trigger. Jackson, Jaxon Dart will be starting. I think I might have mentioned that yesterday, but I'm not sure. We talked about that. See, that's where I forget. I just list these things. Yes.
Can I show you something?
Yes, please do.
What do you think of this?
All right. Here we go.
Oh, I like that.
A new Mike O'Mara Show shirt.
I love it. I think that
in multiple colors.
I love the pink and nice use of the Shure SM55S there, Josh. I like that microphone.
Well, that's our logo.
Yeah,
that's what is the brand name of that particular microphone, Rob?
That is a Shure SM55S, meaning small. I have one here.
Have you used it on the show? Have you ever tried it on the show?
Yeah, this is a modern one. This one actually has the same element as a 58. It sounds great. But,
it does.
Yeah, but I mean, you've seen Elvis use this microphone. You've seen Eisenhower use this microphone. This is great. However,
Would that-
it is an offshoot
Here he goes.
No,
Watch
we-
out.
from the 1940s when it was actually a bigger version of the same. This
How's
is
that
old.
one sound?
This one doesn't sound good because this is from 1940, but it is. It was derived from this, and the front of it was actually inspired by the front grille of a Dodge automobile in the 1930s. That's how they got that design there. But very, very just iconic. Great microphones.
Okay.
But those new shirts went up on the store yesterday.
Buy them.
Go to michaelmarashow.com. Check it out. Still looking. I'd like to sing one more time before the end of the show.
You love
Please,
to entertain.
please do not hurt me. Do not hurt my feelings. Okay.
That's all we need. Yeah.
How is your beautiful video today? Is it
Mike, I have
solid?
stuff that'll make you laugh and stuff that'll make you think.
Before
mostly,
we get to that,
mostly make you laugh.
Nausea Meet Your Arch Enemy, a relief band. We love them. The original anti-nausea wristband, clinically proven, drug-free, and doctor recommended. It stops nausea from motion sickness, migraines, anxiety, hangovers, morning sickness, chemo, and more. Just strap it on, adjust the intensity, and feel relief kick in fast, with zero side effects, ladies and gentlemen. It's really a wonderful product. The new Premier Plus Relief Band goes even further with smart skin sensing technology, a built-in digital clock, and next-level nausea control. It sounds too good to be true, but trust me, it does work. I have used it at sea. I have it. You're going to love it. Relief Band isn't magic. It's science. Hospital-developed, doctor-backed, life-changing. Makes Disneyland fun again.
It does.
You didn't really need to mention that. So if you want to cure your nausea problem fast, join the hundreds of thousands of people who are nausea-free with Relief Band. Right now, there's an exclusive offer just for Mike O'Mara Show listeners. If you go to reliefband.com and use promo code TMOS, you will receive 20% off plus free shipping. So head to reliefband.com and use our promo code TMOS for 20% off plus free shipping, ladies and gentlemen. And now, without further ado, let's get the beautiful
Hey, I like
video.
that. Some beautiful video.
Jerry time.
Commercial free, Mike.
Yay!
In high school, were you a merry prankster?
I was, I was the class clown, and next to me was Eugene Levy, who studied him. Yeah.
No,
it
but I
was,
would say a class clown is different than a prankster.
Yeah, a prankster is somebody who likes to do practical jokes.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people
And-
like that in sports, in the worlds of sports.
Now, this is weird because this is not a student. This is a teacher's assistant. And I've seen the quality of some of the teacher's assistants that Loudoun County has hired. I don't think the bar is that high. But you may want to not hire a guy that does this as his merry prank.
Year-old Alexander Lewis is charged with disturbing schools and malicious injury to property. Deputies say Lewis, a teaching assistant at West Florence High School, used a spray he bought online to mimic the smell of feces. Investigators believe he sprayed it multiple times between August 25th and September 19th, disrupting classes, triggering health issues, and costing the district nearly $55,000 in inspections and air conditioning damages.
The charges, sir, are going to be...
So he's guilty, but it was
Wow.
fart spray. And I didn't realize fart spray could cause $50,000 in damage.
That's what they have to. Well, they have to fumigate, right? That's
I suppose, but also, I mean, I can't imagine that it would leave a real lingering smell.
He must have used a lot of it.
Oh, you know, it's sad when Rick Schofield donates $19.99. That's not $20. That's not song-worthy.
No, but I have to. Because
I
you know
will
what?
kick in that penny
Well,
to make the song happen.
That's a YouTube thing.
What rhymes
That
with
penny.
Schofield? All right.
Blofeld,
see.
the great villain.
Oh, Rick Schofield looks prettier at closing time. That's right. He goes home with a 10. I don't, I'm trying desperately. Rick Schofield.
Focus on Rick.
Yeah, focus on Rick.
Rick
right,
is
Rick.
easy. Yeah.
Oh, let me tell you about a man named Rick. The girls really loved him because they had a big Rick Schofield is a super chat winner. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Good 1999 song.
Happy, happy, joy, joy. Rick is the boy. Super chat comes from him. We all love Rick because he's got a big Rick Schofield is. Thank you.
Mike, if I say to you the name Claudia Cardinal, does it mean anything?
She is a famous French actress. I believe she starred in Father Goose with
in
Cary
that?
Grant.
Yes, one of your favorite movies of Cary
One of my
Grant.
all-time favorite, very, very pretty, and a French actress par excellence.
She was in a lot of movies. She came over after Brigitte Bardot, and after, there was sort of a new wave of French movies that came across.
Genevieve Bujold.
We lost Claudia Cardinal this week. She was 87. And I'd like to just show you a little bit of one of my favorite scenes. It's from the movie The Pink Panther, the original one. And she has a scene with David Niven where she's drunk and she's just so adorable. She was beautiful.
I was 3 years old when I rode my first elephant. I was 6 when I went on my first safari. Frazari. Wild animal hunt.
I don't know if she's the Father
And I
Goose
was
lady.
10
I think she
when
is,
I bagged
actually.
my first tiger. But I'll never forget my lovely little pony.
When did you bag him?
I just think she's beautiful. I'm so sorry that she's gone.
Was Claudia Cardinal in Father Goose? Do you know? I'm not sure.
I don't see her listed.
No, that's
Who's
another...
the female lead? Who's the female lead in that?
A French actress, and the
Leslie
accents.
Caron?
Oh, Leslie Caron.
Caron.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Okay. Very good. Thank you.
All right. She was one of those old school Karens, Mike. Leslie Caron.
Leslie Caron. Get out of the car.
Your boat is horrible.
Get out of the car.
Mike, let's go to a WTF video of the day. If you have Sammy Hagar and you have Tommy Lee and you have Chad Kroeger from Nickelback and they're all together, can any good come of this?
Ready?
I don't know.
Okay, here we are. 3 best singers in rock and roll. And you say, what are those 3 guys doing?
Wait.
Well, it's hard to say.
What are you,
Well, you're just getting started.
what are you guys? What are you guys
figure
doing?
that out.
What are you guys doing?
It's hard to say. We're figuring it out. We're trying to figure out what we're doing.
Look for a really lackluster tour in the near future.
It looks like they're on vacation together.
It does. It
really does.
And didn't the guy shooting it try to get them to promo what was coming up, but they just
Well,
didn't
the thing
seem to want
is,
to
he's
do it.
probably like a peon for Chad Kroeger. He's no class act. He just wants to. So anyway, watch out for that. Mike, world records. I know you love world records.
I do.
And this is a terrific one where they actually broke the world record for playing catch. And it is, you know what? Oh my gosh, I don't have it. I need a moment. But let me go with this until we do that.
Okay.
A guy walked into TJ Maxx because his wife was taking too long, and the man saved a life. Let's go to Tennessee.
Okay.
Family is together tonight because the right people were in the right place.
That
at
absolutely
the right
that
time.
guy.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Rory Johnston. A 27-year-old Cookeville man tells our Amanda Roberts he woke up in the hospital with no recollection of a frightening health emergency, detailing how he's still alive and the man who's responsible.
How's it going, man?
Hey, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you finally.
Appreciate you, man.
An embrace between near strangers full of heart.
I call it divine intervention, you know.
Because it was an unwanted errand.
I didn't want to go to TJ Maxx with my wife, but I did.
And a failing heart that caused their 2 paths to cross.
Heart attack?
At the last minute, I decided to go in to herd her out of there, and there he was on the ground. It was just kind of surreal, to be honest with you, because nobody was really doing anything except trying to get his attention. So I just ran up and started doing CPR.
Mike Brown not only knew CPR to save Zach Porter's life,
Robb.
he teaches a CPR course.
A CPR expert. You know, the first thing I heard was your sternum crack. And,
Really?
Yeah, and I felt.
That's so nice.
Where do you dig these up? My God. He looked, I don't understand how he'd have any health issues.
I like that he's wearing a hot sauce t-shirt. It's really, the amazing thing is people really are good. And he didn't want to go to TJ Maxx.
That's kind of the theme of today's show. People are good.
People are good.
Absolutely.
Now, Mike, this I want to applaud the people that broke the world record, but really, really the people to watch here are the very, it's like bring your kid to school day anchor desk.
Okay. All right.
And this is a world's record that broke for playing catch.
And sticking with a little bit of sports news here
Oh,
this morning,
numbers
baseball
of people.
fans, families,
Okay.
and former players joined together to break the Guinness World Record for the largest game of catch. It happened on Sunday in New Jersey at Montclair State University's
God.
Yogi Berra Stadium. More than 1,100 pairs of people took on the challenge and broke the record. The previous record was set in 2017 with 972 pairs of people.
Now here's the
You gotta
payoff.
have really good peripheral vision for something like that.
Yeah.
With that many people throwing
I don't know how
the
to do
balls
that.
at the same time.
That said 972?
That was the previous record.
Oh,
so,
wow.
no,
So
even
they-
more, 1,100.
Oh my gosh, that's wild. Yeah. But cool, though. I mean, the longest game of cash.
Good happy talk.
Most game of cash was crazy.
I love a good record.
Yeah, absolutely.
Weatherman?
The weatherman wants to be anywhere but there.
There it is.
That weatherman, Mike, that weatherman was found later on the floor of TJ Maxx.
Be sweet.
Now, let's close with this, Mike. You ever deal with, gas pumps? I'm sure you remember, as I do, when you go to a gas station, people used to give you gas. They'd serve you. Now you have to do it yourself.
Oh, I know. You pined for those days where the guy would have the little cap. And come
That's
out
why
and-
I drive to New Jersey every time I need gas. I
Yeah,
still
get-
go up there.
Get your window done at the same time.
Exactly.
Wonderful.
Check the oil, check the air, check. This is a human representation of a modern gas pump.
Hey, insert your card. Too fast. Too slow. You have to keep it in there. I can't read your chip.
Why not?
I don't know, but I can. You don't take Apple Pay, idiot. Are you a rewards member?
No,
Why not?
I'm just not.
Rude.
What?
You're rude. Ooh, this is kind of awkward, but there's a 35-cent fee for debit. Not my rule. Pick your gas type. Figures.
She picked regular.
That's so true. Would
It
you
is.
really? That's
Yeah.
a brilliant take on that. I enjoyed that. We
Took
are
it
gonna,
out too soon.
as we take our leave, I'll remind you we're going to be back with a brand new episode tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for the super chats. We appreciate that. Rolando and Rick, we thank you very much. And, who knows what I'll do? That might be a new hook on the show because you know what? This time of year, end of summer, beginning of fall, we're always watching the pennies.
The holidays,
That's the way it
yeah.
goes.
And Mike,
we'll-
I will see you at 3 today.
Oh, that's right. Yes, 3:00 for the Hicks Picks Sticks Nicks.
Hicks Nicks Sticks Picks.
Hicks Nicks Stick Pick. Hicks Nicks Sticks Picks.
Yes.
Hicks Nicks Stick Picks. Sticks Picks.
You're right. And we're going to be watching The Natural with Mike O'Mara.
Yeah, you'll be talking about The Natural.
Well, no, because you're guesting, we're going to do a live watch along.
The entire film.
Yes, twice.
All right, 3 p.m. I will see you today for the Hicks
Nicks.
Hicks Nicks Sticks Picks.
Exactly,
Correct.
Mike.
I will
Perfect.
be there with bells on. I look forward to it, and thank you so much. Anyway, for Josh Soroka, who gave me my laugh of the day today, and Rob Spiewak, Mike O'Mara saying so long, everybody.
Be sweet.
Want more? Make sure you check out the Mike O'Mara Bonus Show. Get it at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
And remember, we're not happy until you're not happy.
Bit by bit, he began to recognize his own waste.
Oh, there's my sausages.